Fronteira Nigeria Limited recently organized a one-day roundtable on strategic analytics for intelligent insight with the focus Nigeria in the age of business analytics. This one-day roundtable brought together technologists, business professionals, analysts, academics, and researchers to contribute to the process of solving the challenges in national growth through analytics.
I appreciate the presence of everyone that has honored our invitation to this very first quarterly roundtable on strategic analytics. The necessity for this meeting is also further underscored by the changing global direction in favor of the use of very efficacious data-driven methods of solving business challenges. Strategic analytics is at the center of this desired shift and has evolved as an effective way of life for improving business performance and solving business problems.
It also created the platform for them to look at various areas that business analytics can explore and transform the nation.
One thing I can say, and I can't underscore that, and I'm sure panel members will agree with me, is saying that from the point of view of a business, you really need to be in a position to make informed decisions and also to operate from a strategic perspective, and that's actually the value that research brings to any business. You know, you do find that there is, analytics are used to make business decisions, whether it's in terms of managing operational risk, marketing risk, credit risk, and the rest of it. However, I think there's also a place for hunch and intuition in business, and I think that's also something that, plays its part. But I think the question is whether that plays too much of a part in our business environment is also something that one needs to look at. Now, if you look at it in terms of are we where we ought to be, I would say I don't think we are. Basically because I don't think that we have, if I look at businesses in general, that we've actually developed a culture where you would say analytics, and that is used to drive business decisions on a day-to-day basis. I'm not sure you can say that for all businesses, although, like I said, it is something that's used in FCMG, financial services, investment banking, and so on, and so forth.
Being an analyst is different from the fact that you're able to actually fully deploy intelligence analytics. I sometimes we miss it. What I'm saying here is that it's a function of personal interest. And I'm hoping that we can look at the question of role modeling, just like what Vincent said. Who are the role models of this new game in the market? If we're not able to talk about them, is there? I manage a company called ProShare, who over time has set out an agenda to change and make the function of technical analyst a viable function. Because everybody comes in and becomes an analyst in a research or stockbroking firm, and they're gone. They're doing something else because it's not viable. And so we thought that we first of all do something is to just democratize data. Gone were the days when people will have to know somebody to get access to data. We then make it so open, and then people can use it. Now nobody also can charge for it again. And so the only test is that we try to make it equal. And over time, they've now formed what is called the Society of Technical Analysts, affiliated to a group in America. And I've been trying to, and I should try to get them to get involved with the firm to be able to come in there, and we begin to get much more better. If you find there's a group of statisticians as well, who have pulled themselves together as well. And as you see, different pockets of resources are coming up, and I think part of the whole idea is that if we use role modeling and allow this network to take off, and then it can just fall under an umbrella, and then we can actually help our country.
You organize this roundtable, okay, that speaks on the Nigeria in the age of business analytics, looking at strategic analytics. Now, tell us what inspired and informed the vision of hosting this roundtable.
Well, let me start from my own aspirations as a young person in the university. I've always wanted to be able to take decisions that are based on evidence. That has led me through the kind of career I pursued from the time I left university till date. Even in fact, even the background I have in university, that's the course I studied. I've always been, quote unquote, what people call a research person, but essentially what it means is somebody who likes to work with data and to make conclusions based on data. Now, if I regress back, if I go to my own background as an economist, no nation can make progress unless where you have majority of its businesses progressing. Now, most businesses can also not make progress if they don't have the right tools and the right methods. Okay, and in fact, the right way of life to improve their businesses. Analytics holds the key to that. Business analytics holds the key to business improvement. It's been proven in the developed world, and in fact, the best performing companies in the world are companies that have internalized analytics as a way of life. Now, for us as a nation, we are not there. At the business level, it doesn't exist. Now, if you take it slightly forward to the wider level, or maybe at the policy making level, it isn't there. Now, if you also look at the analytics value chain, in fact, the development of the skills that are required to produce people who can do this work, it isn't also there. So we have thought about that and felt that the best way to start, creating the momentum that is required to change all of this is to have a meeting like this, where we can even begin to talk about where we are and agree where we are. Look at some of the challenges that we face or that pose constraints, within the analytics value chain, and then begin to consensuously address them, maybe in subsequent meetings.